Hi. This is Paul Sackis, Good News Broadcast. Actually, we are reporting from Good News Broadcast, television studio, 33 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. And we have good news to report. The good news is that Mathan I can't remember.
Ratinan.
Is working very feverishly in creating and conceiving a whole green screen concept to be in our TV studio. You might remember that we had a desk and we had a couch and we had these curtains which were like real, are real, okay? But now what we're going to do is build out a green screen, they call it. I don't even know why they call it green screen. Why do they call it?
Because it's green, I suppose.
Okay, and what will it do? What will it give us as a television opportunity?
Well, it just means you're no longer restricted to a set background or a physical background, and you can replace it with a photograph, a 3D environment, a digitally created environment, a drawing, a miniature model, anything. So it's about, I suppose, being able to relocate the subject that you shoot in front of the green screen into any other environment that you like. So for a small studio, this is quite good because you're no longer limited to the space or the expense of seeming like you have a much larger space. You can build that virtually. And it just gives you a lot of play as well afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, so this evolved in the sense that we were trying to figure out to have the same look as we had when we were in Manhattan in our studios, right. And in essence, we at that point were unable to do it because we didn't have a green screen. Now we have a photo that is the mural that was kind enough to be created and our walls. So we're going to eventually check and see if that'll work here. We'll put our couch back, we put our table back, and we're in a new place, but we'll have this green screen, and maybe it'll look just like our old studio.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine why it wouldn't. If the photograph's good enough and forgiving enough, we can pretty much get it back to what it was looking like. I think in the end, this will be a studio we're making kind of sizable enough that, it spreads all the way up and down. So what is it? It's about 28 feet by 15 feet, which is quite a lot when you think about it in the end. It's, 450, 430 square feet in the end. So it's sizable enough to do a lot of things. You could get a band in here, you could shoot a small film in here, you could definitely set up a production. So it's going to be fantastic once we finish.
Yay! Yay! We're very happy here. Now, you're actually a professor of this. You're not just a pretty face. In addition to that, you are really able to teach other people how to do green screen. And where do you teach?
I teach up at Columbia.
Columbia University.
Columbia University in the architecture program, but teaching in the visual studies stream, which means we teach a lot of, working with a lot of contemporary digital techniques and processes and software. And the stream that I specialize in is moving image, so I teach documentary filmmaking, visual effects and animation, as well as short narrative and fictional pieces. And usually I don't get too involved in the building, but sometimes you just got to do it yourself, right?
Well, you seem like you have architectural talents as well.
Well, I'm a graduate of architecture, and I'm obviously teaching in the architecture program, and doing my PhD in architecture as well. So I am quite involved, but slowly making, I wouldn't really call myself an architect. I'm much more comfortable practicing as a filmmaker.
We only work with PhDs in building our studio. It's very important to have a PhD.
Yeah, PhD in building. That's what I'll have in the end of this.
It's impossible to make the green screen without the PhD.
No, I think you could make this a lot faster without a PhD.
Well, in any case, I know I could not make it no matter what degrees I have. Thank you so much for building it out here. And we're very excited And even though I'm being transferred from where I was sitting in the studio to another part of the facility, I'm getting more and more psyched, knowing the kinds of programs we're going to be able to share with the world, because it's, you know, our concept of positive content and sharing good things that are happening in the world, people doing good things is a big win. And this will actually, we can show the entire world in the back now. You know, we can do the Good News Africa. We can put Africa in the back. We have Good News India, with Good News Los Angeles. All right, we can put the Hollywood sign.
Well, if you wanted to, I mean. The great thing is, I mean, I think psych was definitely the word because, you know, working on the hardest part at the moment, which is when three corners that are round it all meet, you basically have to get a quadrant out of that. And, you know, we've put the formwork behind there, and now I'm just putting on a layer of compound mix. And then soon, once I've got the tape. And then it's on to painting everything green. We'll work out the flooring at the end. That's going to be another story. But, yeah, hopefully, you know, within a week or so, you know, we'll have this done and looking pretty amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be quite good, and I think the potential of the space will just kind of continue to grow as we start making stuff in here.
Are you able to do, I mean, you know, consulting on this, on if someone might want to do this in their own facility? Would you be able to, you know, at a fee, go out and help somebody do this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind building one, but it's definitely not what I'm focused on, is building green screen.
No, not the actual building, but if someone wants to need some consulting work on building a green screen anywhere in the world,
yeah,
I'm willing to fly you there and pay you to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call myself an expert on it, but, you know, I'm sure it'd be very easy to have a conversation about it. It's just, it's quite simple in some ways, but it's something that people could do themselves if they wanted to. I mean, you know, I don't really build much, but we're able to knock this out. And we're in a great building, you know, which has a workshop downstairs, and without it, I don't think it would have happened. But, you know, I have to give a lot of due credit to George as well, who's not here right now, but he'll be arriving soon, who's been, you know, heavily involved in the building process. I mean, maybe there'll be footage of both of us building, you know, throughout the day and stuff, and so you'll probably see him there. But, you know, he's responsible for a lot of this portion on this side. You know, I've been working on the kind of the finer details. But yeah, a two-man job that I think, you know, we're going to be very satisfied with. And he's used to building. He's, you know, he's an architect as well, but grew up on a building site. So
all right, we appreciate him, and we want to appreciate Al Atara, whose building this is, and who has been the collector of collectors of stuff, I will say, and thusly this goes along with our recycled Biltmore curtains and studio walls from Grand Central and everything in this place. And this is from our TV studio in Manhattan. This is a green recycled studio, in essence. Every part of these are posters. The back of the Cove, okay, they call it the Cove thing, are former posters, I think, for Levolor, and maybe came out of Home Depot being thrown out or something. But everything is recycled materials in this place. Even the screws were somewhere.
All the brackets were found. The wood paneling at the back. These are just doors, all hollow frame doors. Plastic, you know, the primer I think Al had in the building, it's, I you know, in the end, we will have spent, you know, less than, hopefully, $200 on materials, I think, in putting this thing together. I've got to add up the receipts, but, you know, it's certainly, to be able to build a green screen of this size, for that kind of money. I mean, let's not forget the amount of effort that goes in, but at least for the money in terms of materials, it's pretty amazing, and it says a lot for what you can do with recycled gear.
I'm trying to get you that consulting work.
Yeah, well.
I'm throwing it in.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul.
And it's really exciting. So we invite everybody out here to Good News. Hi, you might remember that a while ago, like 4 minutes ago, Mathan mentioned that I could not be doing this whole job without George. And so, and now George appeared. He did come in. Reisinger?
Reisinger.
Okay, all righty. So, George, tell us, what's your background?
My background is in architecture and audio design.
Audio design?
Yeah. I'm making that up, but it is.
Is that right?
Yeah, that is
I
right.
didn't know that. All right. Because
I'm a sound designer and musician.
I didn't know that either. These are all good things.
Yeah.
Okay, because we got to forget the green screen. We're into sound now. Okay? You see, when I do these interviews and they're talking like, I feel, you ever go into Grand Central? And if you go into Grand Central by the Oyster Bar, Oyster Bar's been our client for a long time. You can just go on one side of the downstairs there, and you can talk into the wall, and then you can go to the other side and you can hear
I've
it.
noticed that.
Yeah, why is that?
Amazing.
Why does that happen?
That's a phenomenon that I don't actually know what it's called, but
It's architectural genius.
it's continuous reflections. So you get the reflection of the reflection because it's a hard surface, and it just carries it on.
All righty. So in essence, well, how come
It's
you
called,
became...
in classical architecture, that's called a whispering chamber.
I knew he was going to start to get technical with me. Okay, so in any case, well, we're going to get to sound next because we are building a better and a more beautiful studio here, and in that process, so you were helping Mathan with the green screen concept here. How's it coming along in your mind?
Very well. We're taking quite a long time because we've been slightly distracted by the election. But so yesterday we had a hangover, so we're doing yesterday's work today, but it's worth it.
Okay, yeah, they're going like triple time now. So that was what the holdup was? No, there hasn't been a holdup.
I always knew this was going to take a long time.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big thing. Big things always take long.
And big things are sometimes worth waiting for?
Absolutely.
Okay, because we're going to be able to make shows?
Definitely.
And you'll be able to play some music in here, and we can bring your
can.
homeland of Germany and put it into the background?
All of it, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
What town should we put in there, though?
Actually, the little village I'm from has 297 people, so that would fit comfortably in here.
We could put them all in here. Yeah. Well, and
all of the ones who can actually walk can fit in here.
Yeah, okay. All right. I guess there's a couple senior citizens there.
Yeah.
All right. In any case, and we can put our Volkswagen Bug in here too. Now I have.
We probably could get it into the elevator.
We could. So forget. Then what are we doing a chroma key for? I thought the chroma key was so I didn't have to get it in the elevator.
True, but then we could also put the Beetle into India or.
There it is, a man
floating on the
quick on his
or
feet.
something like that. No?
Quick on his feet.
Yeah.
So you're a professional architect here in New York?
No, not yet. I'm registered in Germany, but here I'm still starting out.
Okay, and you're very kind enough to help us here build out the green screen.
Yep.
We thank you very much for that.
Pleasure.
And you want to say hello to 297? Can you name them?
No. They ostracized me. So.
That happened in my town. We only had about 400 people. Yeah. So it happens, you know. But you're here now, and we're very happy to see you.
I'm very happy to be
thank
here.
you. Thank you for sharing in this fiasco of building a TV studio, and then to play some music. What kind of music are you going to play when you play?
Electronic.
Electronic music?
I'm a programmer.
What do you mean?
Basically.
Like a computer?
Yes.
I
I don't program software. I program the music. So I compose.
On a computer?
Yes.
Wow, high tech. All right.
Absolutely.
We can use the computer. This is it. We got the computer. We got the green screen. All right. And then we can just put. Well, we can put people. We can make people. You know, I have that movie WALL-E, and it's like a toy. It's a transformer. It's working, talking, moving, and everything.
I can make the music for that.
All right, done deal. All right, thanks.
And everything.
All right, great. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. All right, and we'll put that on, and we'll put it behind something, our show.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Okay, Paul Slack is signing off.